What type of tomahawks did you get?
Just the cheap ones. The cheapest ones, which were all metal, which they actually aren't that bad.
Oh, that's nice. We're live right now, so they can hear you. I'll turn the audio off. Unless you want to be. All right. All right. Well, we have 2 people watching, so if you can tell me how my video quality is and my audio quality is. And type that in the chat, please.
What does it do?
Stream right now. So if you'll leave a comment down in the comments while to let me know how everything's going on with you guys. And I'm trying to figure out the stream thing because I've been having a hard time. I've been trying all day to get this thing to go, and now it looks like it's going. So if you'll just let me know how everything's going with you guys and how the stream quality is. Oh, Ivy's Forge is here. It's great to see you. Oh, we're back up to 2 people now. Hey, let me share this out and see if... Oh, thank you, Ivy, so much. That would be really nice. Thank you so much. It does keep cutting out, so can you not even hear me speak out an entire sentence? Oh, we have 3 people watching now. Look at that. So once we get up to about 5 people, I will start doing the actual video part of this. What we will be doing in this stream is I have one of these 10 shears. Sorry, my hair is all crazy. It's kind of been hard to get haircuts since they're all shut down. We have these 10 shears that are all rusty that I found out in our yard, and as you can see, this is only half of them because the other one is in rust remover. So we'll be comparing just wire brushing this off and wire brushing off the 10 shear. Sorry, I am having a hard time kind of speaking, but that was in the rust remover, which is the Evapo Rust, which is really nice. I could show you the Evapo Rust here. It is so non-toxic, biodegradable, and safe on skin and eyes. So that is, I have we can show here that I have my thing of rust remover here with. So we'll pull this out with a magnet. And here, oh, now we have 4 people watching. Thank you so much. And if y'all will leave a comment in the live chat so that I can see who is who and who's on the chat right now and watching. And really, I appreciate all of you that are watching this video. So thank you. So here is the tin snip that's been in the rust remover for about 4 hours. And here's the tin snip that was not in the rust remover. So as you can see, there is metal kind of showing up here. Here, I can grab a flashlight. And you can see how there's actual metal showing while this is still all covered in rust. And if you're liking it, if you are liking what you're seeing here, please leave a comment below. Or leave a like, sorry. This is first time trying to get back doing live streams again after all this YouTube stuff has come out where you can't do live streams. Thank you so much, Ivy's Forge. I really cannot thank you enough. But now we have 5 people, now back down to 4 people watching, but we did have 5 people watching. So now we'll really get onto this video now. So I'm going to clean off my workbench so we can actually do this and get this going now. And if you're liking what you're seeing here, please hit that like button. 4 people watching. So, oh, we have 2 likes now. We have Granddad's Forge. Oh, thank you, Granddad's Forge. Thank you so much, Ivy's Forge. All right, so we have, I'm going to get rid of the rust remover here, get it out of our way, and kind of go out and ask how everybody's doing right now. And I hope that all of you that are watching right now are doing really good and keeping well. Thank you for the reminder. Oh, now we're up to 6 people. No, this is not a machine shop. This is just my shop. So I am stuck out in the lower end of our Conex container, and that is what I've set up as my shop here. Dragonstone Ironworks. Hey Crawford, how you doing? Thank you so much for watching. Sorry. All right. Wow, we're blowing up the chat right now. Oh, nice. That's awesome that you've rebuilt that joiner. So I have again just to hey B&B, thank you so much for watching. So I have these 10 snips that I found out in our yard that were super rusty, so we're gonna start shining these up. This one's been sitting in rust remover for about 4 hours or so, and this one is just as it was found. So we'll get this going. So bring you guys in to see what's going on. So we're coming over here to the vise. I just got this baby. Super nice guy on the ranch gave this to me. It's an old Parker, an old Parker USA made vise. The type of rust remover I'm using is the Evapo-Rust. And I have used muriatic acid, but I've spilled on stuff and just kind of it causes problems, and this stuff you could drink it and be fine. I mean, not at all, but you could get a little bit and you'll be fine. So from Texas, cool. Great to see you here. Thank you so much for watching. All right, let's see. What more in the chat? So here's this one, shining it up a little bit. That's the one that was originally rusty and not in rust remover. And so this is still the one that was in rust remover without any wire brushing done to it. So actually it looks much the same if we just wipe off this kind of residue. They look not too much different. So throw this in the vise. And we'll have stuff dropping everywhere. Let's keep up with the chat. So yeah, showing more metal right now. This is showing really that the rust remover really does need time to work, but it's showing also how much gets done in short amount of time of it being in there, which is 4 hours. Haven't gotten any wires in my eyes from just a drill before, but I definitely put on, I have my face shield here for when I'm working on something more more dangerous than just a power drill with the wire brushes. And even if this wire brush was one of the radial ones instead of just the center punched ones, then I would definitely be wearing my face shield or just plain out glasses here. But I haven't gotten hit. So the can says 1 to 12 hours, depending on the depth and the age of the rust. So I put it in for about 4 hours, like I have said, and it did a bit, but I'm going to stick both of these. But we're going to throw these back into the rust remover, and I'll get this video to be a little bit more interesting. And I'm actually going to do a little tour of yeah, eyes don't fix themselves. I'll start wearing safety glasses when I'm doing stuff. But so just to spice this up a little bit this evening, because I'll make a video of this later at a later time, but to get more video more stuff for this stream, I'll just be doing a toolbox tour of all my boxes, which is 4 of them. So start off here. This is my main box. It's a Craftsman. It is advertised as a 52. Sorry, I hit the audio. So I have my gloves up here. I believe that's where I got lost. I accidentally hit the audio button. So these are my gloves, so I can try to prevent burning myself as much as often. And then so this box I got for my 15th birthday, and my parents and me split the price. So this, I think this was about $400. It's Craftsman 50, advertised 52 inches, 51 inches exactly, pretty much. And so that's what I have going on with my sticker collection up here. And then coming over here is my library. I have my Fast Orange, I have my Snap-on catalog, electric, manual, all the things that really need. My first aid kit, which sadly I use too much. Just some cheap batteries for my light collection, which used to be greater, but I've broken most of them, like this one. And it won't go back into the case. All right, so now coming over here, so I have my Fast Orange, I have my hand sanitizer, which everybody will probably be coming after me for now. I have my dial indicator, so I can use it on our lathe when we need it. And then I also have it for like testing differentials and drive shafts. I do agree that the Craftsman products are not as good as when Sears was still around, but This box is still made in the USA, so that's why I went with it. But I will not personally buy many Craftsman products anymore because they've kind of hit me with a blunt stick. So coming up here, this is my top drawer. This is my acting as my screwdriver drawer. So I have myself a set of snap-on screwdrivers, which I got for my birthday from my girlfriend. Super nice of her. And then I have snap-on picks, which I just showed in my first tool haul. I have the long and the short trim removal tools from Harbor Freight, just the Pittsburgh. I have the bits for my bit drivers, my stubby screwdrivers, my valve stem puller, and my mini screwdrivers up here in this drawer. And I have no room left to spare in this drawer anymore. Oh, and I forgot to mention that clear blue kind of looking handle one is my carburetor adjusting screwdriver, which comes in handy when you need it. Let's check the chat here. Yeah. All right, so coming down to the second drawer is my plier drawer. So in this drawer, I'll go through my most used pliers. So these I got from, like the AutoZone. They have the bins, and I believe these are like $2.50. And surprisingly enough, I contemplated getting these or not. And these have become my most used screwdrivers. I've ground the tips off many times. I've beaten them up, but they work well. Second use and my go-to plier when I need anything to get ripped apart are my Crescent Lineman pliers. These are like the high leverage pliers, and they really work well. They will cut spring steel really well. I mean, my only complaint is that the jaws, they have really nice jaws on them, but they're not heat treated super well. So that's my only complaint. So they get worn down pretty easy. Have flush. These are the Klein flush cutters. I really do suggest these. They're expensive, but they do work well. But I'm trying out also the Crescent brand flush cutters. These are about half the cost. They seem to be doing all right, but they aren't rated for as high of gauge as the others. Walking into the Craftsman department at Sears. Lineman pliers are always, yeah. And then I basically have like a set of these Quins from Harbor Freight when I started buying tools. This is the Performance Tool oil filter plier wrench. These actually work really well. These I've been really happy with these. Over here, these are the Klein automatic strippers. You choose your size of wire, and my dad didn't like them, so I got them. Found these actually out in the dirt, threw them in that rust remover. These are the good old Craftsman USA made slip joint pliers. Very nice pliers. These are just the Irwin interchangeable like plier tips for snap rings, and have the other tips. Haven't used them much, but when I have used them, they do work well, but I will be upgrading those soon. I mean, that's really mainly it much for this drawer. I'd be here a while if I went through every plier, but those are the main ones that I use. So going to the next drawer and keep up with the chat a little bit. All right, so coming down here, I have my hammer stored down in here. So this is a Vaughn, just an 8-ounce ball peen that I like to use. I don't know, it's like $8 at Home Depot. Made in the USA, that's why I got it. So really like that one. This is like the Titan. I want to say this is like 24 ounce ball peen with a solid synthetic handle with double faces. So got this from AutoZone. Sorry, not AutoZone. O'Reilly. It was like $15, so I give it a try. My only complaint with it is that the face is a little soft. So how many tools I've made myself? I have not made too many myself, but I have my this is the hammer that I usually use when I'm really wailing on something, which is a piece of axle that I worked into a nice rounding hammer. This thing will beat stuff up. And then we have like an old, I think this is a Pittsburgh or something like that, dead blow hammer. It's gotten the life used out of it already, as you can see on the edges. But yeah, it does its job. And then I have an old Craftsman, like double-sided hammer with like the two different hardnesses faces, and found this actually out in the dirt and took it home. The handle was like dry rotting, so I sanded it down good. Wire brushed the head, got the mushrooming off, and it's been a good hammer ever since. It's good old, yeah, like I said, a good old Craftsman, USA made hammer. So love that one. And then I just have a not Harbor Freight, sorry, a Tractor Supply rubber mallet, but don't really need to explain much about that because pretty much everybody has a rubber mallet. Then I have just the Harbor Freight mini wrench set. Got just the Harbor Freight because I'm not going to be putting much torque through these, so they work pretty well. Go through the chat a little bit. I try to make my tools when it's feasible and when they will actually be able to be made and used. Yeah. So I mainly make my own tools for when I'm out in the blacksmith shop, or I make my own chisels, punches and chisels for like driving out rivets and all kinds of stuff. Then also coming down in this drawer, I have this flip socket set from Tractor Supply. Got on sale. I got it because they are chromoly sockets, so they work good for like lug nuts, and they have the flip socket. Coming down, we have the Tecton stamp set. Got that a while ago for Christmas from my aunt. Coming over here, I have my multimeter. It's just Ceranova. My only complaint about it is that it doesn't beep when you have continuity, but it has both your probes and your alligator clip leads. This is my scan tool. Got it for $20 on sale at Tractor Supply. Performance tool, so it's a lifetime warranty on it. And I have my scan book back there. Have my needle files. These are the good ones off of Amazon, and then I have the cheap ones from Harbor Freight, which are like $3 and are worthless. Good little box cutter and micro box cutter, and just a knife and my lighter so I can light my torch and stuff. Let's see, keep on up with the chat. Chisels are actually really fun to make. I've made 2 chisels. One was successful, one was not as much. But I've even used the chisel on a wood lathe and it holds up. I just made it out of some leaf spring steel. So that was fun making that chisel, and I actually want to get out in the blacksmith shop more, but I've kind of been stuck out doing other things, so. And hopefully YouTube won't kick me out because I'm wearing my Snap-on hat. So what I've been doing with all those tools that I showing off is I have been working on a ranch out in Garterville, and I do hang during the summer, and during like these times I basically go down and act as a mobile mechanic. And so like right here, this is one of my boxes I fill up with tools, and then I have my other box right there that I fill up with tools, both, like the little hand ones. And then I have a cart all the way down. I can't show you because I'll run out of data, but I have a cart down there that I welded up that holds those boxes perfectly so I can have all my pry bars. So basically work on fixing equipment down there. So like the last thing I fixed was we worked on um there was a big noise on one of the trailers. Sounded like it was coming from the brakes, so we pulled it apart and found that the brakes was just wrecked. But they don't use the brakes luckily on that trailer, so we basically cut everything apart and left the wires able to be reconnected if we needed the brakes. So that was the last thing we fixed, and we repacked all the bearings and everything with grease. Or the thing that I fixed before that is we do like oil changes and all that. And then you see in me. They are on Etsy. I might be able to send you one if you PM me your address after the stream. So that's kind of what I do down there, and that's why I have all these tools. And also, I'm trying to set it up because I would like to, out of high school or during high school and going out of high school, like college, I'd like to work as a mechanic or like a technician just to make money until I go to college, because I would like to get a mechanical engineering degree. And am I choosing for getting a mechanical engineering degree is you can go into really many other paths except for and not only just mechanical engineering. So you could go into like being a mechanic, otherwhere, or all kinds of things. So that's what I'm doing with all these tools, and I'm going to be buying as many more as I can be. Wow, it's already 8 o'clock. So for everybody watching, thanks you so much for watching, and we really appreciate you guys watching and coming on, and especially Anson for getting everybody to come and watch. So thank you so much. And yeah, another reason I've also been getting all these tools is so basically I can, well, I can't show it right now because it's too dark outside, so you can kind of see over there, but I've been restoring a Jeep truck from the 60s, a Jeep Gladiator. And so I have my parts here. If I tip the camera a little bit, that's the head off the truck right now. And I'm just waiting on bearings to come back, and so I can get this thing put back together and see if it'll run. Aircraft mechanics, yeah, but I don't really want to be responsible for an entire airplane going down, and I don't want to be a rocket scientist. But yeah, so I've been working on that truck. So the story behind the truck is, so it got parked down at the ranch that I work at. It's been sitting there. I've estimated for about 40 years, about, yeah, about 40, maybe more, 45 years. Yeah, I'll be putting out more blacksmithing material soon. That's actually That's a great idea, Anson. So thank you so much for the idea. Yeah, I will do a live show of me working on the truck. And so, yeah, the story behind the truck is that it was 45 years sitting out on this ranch, and basically, got in the way. So I asked, would you like me to take it? So finally got it up here. And so it had like this giant utility bed, which was full of all kinds of stuff. Funny thing with that is there's two bolts holding it on, and only one of those bolts actually had a nut on it. So got that pulled up and got it up here, and I've torn it apart. And apparently something was wrong with the truck, so that was the reason it was parked. But I've pulled out apart the entire engine, checked all the bearings, everything, and everything's really looked good. So that is where I'm at, and I'm waiting for bearings for my water pump, because if I can maybe find them. The bearings they're all gunked up, and I've been soaking them in. I've soaked them in solvent for like 2 weeks, and nothing would, yeah, clean up. So I ordered new bearings. All right, so it's starting to get late, so I think I'm going to end the stream here. And for mainly to Anson, who's rounded up all these people, stream and give him and put a comment down and anything. So thank you everybody so much for watching, and I will be putting up another streams very soon. And so I'll definitely have more blacksmithing videos coming out, and I'll also have streams about my truck, and I'll be uploading videos more regularly as I can. So thank you everybody so much for watching. If you like this stream, please give it a like, and I will see everybody next time. Thank you so much.